When's the last time I ate something?
What? You're covered in blood, my friend.
I talked to the Jalioff bathhouse wenches about the Chamberlain.
And? They were pleased some business was coming their way?
It turns out no girl in the region wants anything to do with him. They've had bad experiences with him.
Did you tell them how much I was offering?
Even a golden goose wouldn't change their minds.
Oh, Sakra, that's a bit of a setback. What are we going to do?
I have a...
You know.
I've been known to be a bit noisy. How do I stay quiet?
Only a fool goes robbing in full armor and
A weapon.
seems like, well, at best, most
How should I play?
most people pay it when you.
That's all. I found Our Lady.
Excellent.
Her name.
Oh, maybe. But tell me.
She.
So what?
That's all. Thanks for the advice.
I'll show you!
What do you want?
Milyen ördög szart benneteket, kutyazabáló?
And I was starting to think someone wanted to ambush. Good. Good afternoon, Henry.
Can we go to Samin now?
Not so fast, sweetheart. I already told you, I'm not going anywhere with you dressed like that. Come back when you've fixed yourself up. Otherwise, they won't even let us in. Put on...
Yeah.
Well, hurry.
Can we go to Samin now?
That wasn't too hard, was it? It suits you. You won't look out of place now.
Good to hear. Should we go?
Hold on a while. I'll get washed and dressed, then we can go.
Welcome, Miller. Who are your companions?
Who do you think? More guests.
Crazo, my friend. So you've arrived. And you're bringing company?
Allow me to introduce Miss Kvyetta from Colleen. She's an acquaintance of mine. That is, I knew her parents. They were burghers.
I was passing by, and Miller Crazel was kind enough to ask me to accompany him. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. I wouldn't turn away a visitor from so far away.
Lord Samin, why didn't you tell me you were expecting a lovely lady?
I'm just as surprised as you are. This is Goodwife Kvyetta.
Miss Kvyetta, from Colleen. It's an honor, Master Chamberlain.
And what brings you here, Henry?
I'm accompanying Miller Crazel.
Henry helps me around the mill, so I asked him to come along to attend to Miss Kvyetta. She doesn't know anyone here, so I didn't want to leave her alone.
The services of your lad will not be required. I'll be happy to take care of Miss Kvyetta. Of course, only if she wants to.
It would be an honor, Master Chamberlain.
You can leave, boy.
But, Master Chamberlain, you wouldn't just send Henry off, would you?
There's plenty of food and drink, and my door is always open for Henry.
Thank you. What about Lord von Berghoff? Has he arrived yet? I'd love to meet him.
The Royal Chamberlain is certainly not interested in the likes of you, boy.
Well, he hasn't arrived yet anyway.
I'm sure he'll come. Sir?
I hope so. We can't hold off the ceremony until evening.
Oh, plenty of daylight left. At least you can get rid of those flea-ridden beggars by the gate in the meantime.
What? They're back? Tuma, didn't I tell you to chase them away?
I drove them off, but they came back.
Close the gate so the guests don't see them. They must be gone by the time Lord von Berghoff arrives. Every last one, you hear?
Oh dear. Why so angry, sir? You seem a little jumpy. Surely not because of Sir Otto.
Of course it's because of him. What if it all ends up in disgrace? What if he turns up at the gate and leaves? I know he's capable of that.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Thanks, but I can't ask that of you. What kind of host would that make me?
If the boy offers voluntarily, you shouldn't turn him down. If he proves himself, perhaps we can introduce him to Lord von Berghoff as a reward, if that's what he wants.
I promise I won't bring shame on you.
We'll see. I've got to make some arrangements with the cook, but come and see me later. In the meantime, you can introduce yourself to the bailiff's son, Svartepluk, over there. You're the same age, so I think you'll get along just fine.
See now, Henry? I'm sure he could point you out some pretty lasses.
There's plenty of other entertainment, too. Bailiff Thrush is holding a dice tournament, and Captain Gnarly a dueling contest. In short, a proper wedding. Eat and drink to your heart's content. Rejoice! It's a big day for Samin.
One more thing, sir.
What else? Did I forget something?
They're, weapons.
Yes, yes, of course. Please leave your weapons with Tuma. You surely understand it's for security.
Please, please, help the hungry. Just a few crumbs of bread.
Can you imagine? Lord Semyon had me forge a wedding present for his son.
Do you ever want to give him a proper beating?
Hey, I know you. You fought with us at the tavern.
Well, sorry about that.
Ah, you have nothing to apologize for. Unlike that friend of yours. He started it all.
You mean Sir Hans? Aye, he can be a bit hot-headed.
Pretty haughty, too. But he punched me good, I'll give him that. And you fought bravely, too. You were outnumbered, but you still gave us a run for our money.
You know how it is. It's not the first brawl I've been in.
I could tell. Anyway, as far as you and I are concerned, let's let bygones be bygones. All good?
It's all good.
See? I'm no idiot. I just can't stand stuck-up fellas. And you're not one of them, are you?
I hope not.
I know you're not. You're a good lad, I can tell. What do they call you?
Henry,
I'm Svatya. The pretty girl getting married today is my sister.
so I've heard.
This is Vitek.
The son of the biggest drunkard around. Be glad you didn't have the honor. Fortunately, my father's not here to embarrass me again.
I talked to your ma about him. She's afraid he got lost somewhere.
Oi, right. Maybe he got dissolved in booze.
I promised her I'd look for him.
Waste of time. He'll turn up again when he runs out of booze. Like he always does.
Quiet, you two. Suck it up. Now I don't know what he said to her. Christ. Look at her face.
Whose?
Look over there. That pretty girl and the sad sack trying to impress her.
That's our friend, Wojtek.
Can't say I blame him. She's lovely. Your friend has good taste.
He's bitten off more than he can chew, though. Hey, Svatya, what's her name, anyway?
Mishka. Her ma is old Samin's cook. That asshole Wojtek thinks he's going to win her over with some idiotic verse.
Actually, girls like poems. Well, unless you gabble like a barnyard gander while reciting them.
Gander, huh? Good one. Why don't you show Wojtek how it's done?
Well, I suppose I...
Jesus Christ! There's an idea! Let's bet on who has a better chance with Mishka. Vulgar Wojtek or handsome Henry.
I'd like to see that. You're on.
My money's on Henry. 10 groschen. So off you go, dust off your hose, tuck in your shirt, and go and win her heart.
I'll wager 10 groschen he fails.
I'm in.
Whoa! I didn't expect you to agree right away. You're an animal. You and I will get along just fine.
Well, you get along with everybody. Well, that is, if you don't punch them in the mouth at first sight.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
What's Wojtek even saying to her?
I was walking by a while ago, and he was telling me it's not that bad.
So we can dance then.
Oh, you just never...
Oh, Mishka, dearest. You give me no rest.
Really? Isn't it the other way around?
You keep me awake at night.
You poor thing. Try a decoction of Melissa and Valerian.
How I long to hold you tight.
I can hardly breathe as it is.
Great things.
How I long to kiss your lips. And, put my hands on your hips.
Enough. I can't listen to another word.
That makes two of us.
And you are who?
I'm Henry.
What do you want here?
To pay this beautiful damsel a compliment. That's allowed, is it not?
The damsel isn't interested.
The damsel has a voice and a name.
And may I know it? Or is that impertinent?
Mishka.
Now look here.
Anything wrong?
I spoke to her first.
Are we on the marketplace here?
You think you can amuse Mishka more? That's a joke.
You're a joke. And that's all you can do to amuse Mishka.
If you hadn't interrupted us so rudely, I'd have recited a poem to the girl.
You? A poem? You mean one that rhymes? Like, darling dear, bring me a beer?
So recite one yourself if you're so clever.
Oh, Angela, my dear, I swear I've never seen such a lovely pair. Oh, Jack, don't touch the merchandise until you've paid the going price.
You think that's funny? That's a pretty damn stupid poem.
Don't listen to him, Mishka. That's not for the ears of decent girls.
I wasn't expecting a verse from the royal court, but that you haven't done too well so far.
That's putting it mildly. You'd bore even a chicken to death. Never mind a clever girl like you, Mishka.
You can talk. It looks like she's all fired up from your sweet talk. Did your ma teach you that?
You leave my ma out of this, you prick.
Shut up, the pair of you! I've had quite enough of your cock-measuring contest. And I don't know which is worse. That or your stupid rhymes.
But where are you going, Mishka?
Anywhere. As long as it's away from you two fools. What a
Fucking
pack
hell.
of idiots.
See what
This
you
is
did?
all I need.
Mishka would be mine if it wasn't for your meddling.
If you ever want to give him a
Would you look at that? The return of the prodigal son.
How did it go?
Well, I made a colossal fool of myself. Thank you very much.
Alright, well, you can't win 'em all. Girls like Mishka can pick and choose.
Anyway, you lost, so you're drinking.
Wait, what do you mean, lost? It was you two who made a bet. For 10 groschen.
Well, we did twist your arm a bit, so we'll drink with you.
All right, then. To the newlyweds' health.
That's what everybody here drinks to. To ours!
To ours, then. I should go and see Lord Semi. Promised I'd help him. He'll introduce me to Lord von Berghoff in return.
Excuse me.
I need something to eat.
Not every bride can afford a new dress.
Even if I had that spiteful old fat old brute. Can you believe
Preferably something quiet.
You can't wait to show off your work, eh?
I'm more worried about losing it.
I'm here to help you, sir.
I said you didn't have to.
Well, I made a promise. Is this about the beggars by the gate?
That too, but I'm more worried about my wayward relatives and their insatiable thirst.
You mean Yurko and the Moravians?
Oh, what did I do to deserve a nephew like him?
I'll try to keep an eye on them. Maybe I'll be able to keep them in check.
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. But don't get your hopes up. Getting between them and booze is asking for trouble.
What about the beggars, sir?
Try asking Tuma, the guard on the gate. Maybe he's figured something out already.
Wouldn't it be enough to give them a bit of food and encourage them to move on?
You think I didn't think of that? Or that I'm a pinch purse?
I certainly didn't mean that, sir.
If it was up to me, they'd all eat their fill. But my cook won't allow it. She cooks well, but she's shamefully stingy.
I'll talk to Tuma and we'll work something out.
Well, try to be done with it before Lord von Berghoff arrives.
Of course.
Thanks, Henry. I appreciate it.
It's time I ate something.
Radovan.
You're Henry, right? The one accompanying that pretty lass from Colleen.
Accompanied? Seems my work is done now that the Master Chamberlain has turned up.
So, you're here to help me with the beggars?
Lord Semine would be glad if we got rid of them. I was told you'd know how.
It doesn't take a scholar to figure out. They came for alms, that's all. If they get some food, they'll be on their way.
Oh, there's plenty of food here. So what's the problem?
There's plenty of food on the tables, that's true. But that's for the guests. I can't go round taking food off the tables. How would that look?
Then I'll do it.
Well, I suppose you could. But you'll need a pile of food. Folk will take you for a glutton. Besides, you'll spoil them with such fine fare. I reckon some kitchen scraps should do.
So what kind of food do you think we should give them?
If it was up to me, I'd give them scraps from the kitchen. But the cook keeps saying there's no scraps. Says she uses it all for soup and gruel. She put the scraps away in the pantry and won't let anyone in there.
Isn't there any way I could reason with her?
That's not going to be easy. She's got one hell of a mouth. I think even old Semine's afraid of her. He put her in charge of the feast, and now they're fighting over every single groschen. The wedding already cost him a fortune. If he starts giving to the poor as well, there'll be hell to pay.
Where can I find the cook?
In the kitchen. Where else? But you can't reason with her. She's a tight-fisted old hag.
Have you tried just asking her?
Why would I do that? I'm telling you, it's no use.
How can you be so sure? Maybe she'll be reasonable in the end.
Try it then.
Where's the pantry?
Right.
I'll try.
Are you?
I'm not.
And
No, fuck. Did you know? Good to hear. All right.
Good luck.
And have you killed him?
This smells so good.
Quite right.
Can I get you a piece of paper? That's all.
Did they steal anyone?
What are you looking for? There's plenty to eat outside. What are you doing in there? Out! Stay out of my country. You really have no business here, lad. Hey, leave my country alone. Hey, May your hand fall off, you thief!
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
Hurry! He fled that way. Thief! Go and arrest him quickly. What are you looking for?
Show your stuff!
There's plenty to eat outside. What are you doing here? There's...
Fuck that! Let him have it!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood!
Cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
So who do I owe that to? You wouldn't have had anything to do with this, would you, Hanush?
You've no one to thank for that but yourself, Godwin. If you hadn't been living like an animal, you wouldn't be regretting it now.
You're wrong, though. I don't regret anything.
And I trust you won't regret hearing us out now. We have a secret mission for you.
Secret mission? Sir Radzig, I hope you're not trying to drag me into some state espionage game of yours. Somehow, over the years, I fell out of the habit of being inconspicuous.
You buffoon! Let his lordship finish!
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Bergoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger? The League of Lords fella?
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me. I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should. But he's not.
And now you want me to find out why he's not here yet.
That's right. You'll go to Trotsky and see if anything's happened to him.
Why me?
Honestly, I'd like to know that too, Radzig. Why this fellow?
He has experience like few others. You know that, Hanush. And not just in combat. Although he might not look like it at the moment, he is from a noble family, so he knows how to deal with nobility.
What? You're saying this scoundrel in a cassock is blue-blooded?
It's true. And he also understands the common people. Since we don't know what's holding Capon up, we need someone who can deal with whoever he comes across.
I hope you're right. So what do you say, Godwin?
How could I say no after such words of praise?
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry?
After all, as you know, I'm just a common dung grubber, while you're the great Bellatore.
Bellator? But I was stupid to think like that. It was stupid. But now I'm sitting here too for behaving like a Bellator. I might have left you in it.
Yeah, you might.
Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh, well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Ha-fucking-ha. Hunting.
You were poaching?
Only commoners poach. I was hunting in the territory of another noble. Without his permission, admittedly.
But that's a capital crime.
Ah, bollocks. There's nothing to worry about.
Heaven help us.
Shh, quiet. There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa.
It's about time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? But you can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! Do you hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Berghoff.
Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
What about...
That's what happened when we said...
Got it. What happened?
What do you... And when there's...
That's all.
Lord...
And can I...
Don't...
What?
We will...
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
They're not going to move on their own. Get to it.
Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking it. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offence.
And why wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside. They even hacked up that captain of ours.
Aye, that's bad. But there's always some rabble running around. Even more.
Oof, eh?
As long as we had a king.
We still got a king.
What's Emmy's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
Come on. Get moving.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trusty.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you.
What?
She might take offence.
on Wenceslas or Sigismund. I doubt it. So you're talking about someone you have no... what's it? No personal experience.
Well, best to drop it. I like my opinion about the just in your opinion about the Chamberlain. You're not wrong there. I wouldn't put it that way. Nothing escapes my
What's
eye.
Emmy's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
Careful.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trusty.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take
Saw him, but I didn't speak with him.
Did he seem off to you?
All them bookworms seem off to me.
I'm sorry.
It's true, he was looking a bit...
That's that. I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
Well, I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom, always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
Well, the thing is, I've never forged horseshoes.
A blacksmith's son and you never made horseshoes? Well, whatever. You'll manage somehow.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
Four.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate. I've even got some sketches there. They could help you since you've still got things to learn.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads!
Where's that fool of a blacksmith? Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind. That damn wretch! Where's that fool of a blacksmith? That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
What's the matter?
Because the lock out.
How can the blacksmith help you?
How do you think? He always takes this bit of wire and opens the chest for me. And then he promises to change the lock for 3 years now.
But the blacksmith is just around the corner.
I know he is. Only he tells me to wait, that he's got more important things to do.
Blacksmiths are important people, though.
Uh-huh. You'll be one of them too, eh? Oh, well. What can I do except wait anyway?
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can...
I know how to...
All right.
Do you know how I can...
You can't use...
I under... Still no sign of the black...
Not...
Oh, well.
He ought to.
If you're after some black... I don't think there's much there. Not a step further than the kitchen.
Fanker the cook sent me.
Jesus Christ, God protect us from all evil. What does that harpy want?
She's not able to open the spice chest.
Again? She's a bloody nuisance.
She told me you always open it with some implement. I'll gladly do it if you tell me where to find one.
Jesus, why do you even talk to that woman?
I'm supposed to help out around here.
What of it? I already let you into the forge anyway. There's this small red pot on a shelf there with some lockpicks in it. But I don't suppose you know how to use one.
As it happens, I do.
I'd rather not ask where you learned. Although you just got out of jail, though, eh? Just don't get up to any funny business with them.
Sure. Still no sign of the blacksmith?
None at all.
Oh, well.
He ought...
About that horse...
Well...
Not yet.
Then what...
Wedding like?
It was nice. Good food.
Hans! Are you there?
Henry! Is that you? You've got to get me the fuck out of here. They want to hang me.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's true. They're building a scaffold in the courtyard.
Jesus Christ! You've got to find that Captain Thomas, who can testify who we are.
I know, but they took him during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden Tower. They won't let me in there.
Jesus! Why do I have to have such rotten luck? Christ's wounds.
Don't blaspheme. A person in your shoes can't risk that.
It's all the same. How did you get in here anyway? Did they let you come and see me?
Oh, not exactly. I shouldn't be here. And if they catch me, the game's up.
That's not good. There's a guard just around the corner watching the jail.
Well, I'll
just don't...
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
Those liver are well.
Hey! You've no business
This
here.
place
Are you looking to steal something?
Nothing half cooked.
You trying to piss me off? Surrender right now.
That I hear. Hey, you've no business here.
I'll be right on it. I just have to take care of something here first. What do you expect me to find there anyway? Have it your way then. I'll beat you into submission.
Arrest him! My God!
You should have yielded. Now we'll display your corpse on the pillory.
God be with you.
Well, good day.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Frosty.
Let's hope the bride doesn't
And
hear
why
you.
wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside.
Oof, eh?
Sure about that when I hear what you're saying.
Leave it alone.
It was nice. Good food and drink.
How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh, yes. That ointment of yours is a gift from heaven. Now they only ache when there's a storm coming.
Nice.
That's handy, isn't
Good
it?
food and
At
drink.
least you know when to round
Lots
up
of
the cattle
guests.
and gather in the hay.
Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Frosty.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might
Well, I'm all ears, Master Philosopher.
It's clear as a bell. Everything was fine as long as we had a king.
We still got a king, though. Someone will overhear and you'll get in trouble.
Nah, I'm only a
What was Lord Semmy's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might
But
take
for
offense.
sure, Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
Whatever worries he has, if a fella treats folks like dirt, it ain't no wonder they get upset.
Careful.
That's that.
I wouldn't put it that way. Nothing escapes my eye, and Ulrich knows that. So he sometimes...
I finished hauling the sacks.
How should... They told me to...
Well,
That only...
I'm a blacksmith too.
Oh,
Aye.
then you might tell you what. So fire it up, and there's
Well, the thing is...
a black... Well,
All right.
how many legs? Smoke.
One.
You'll find I've even... And now when... Lads, this here itinerary...
What's the matter?
Because the lock, our
How can the blacksmith?
Algie, and then
How?
Algie, and then he
How can the?
Algie, and then he
How can?
Algie, and then he.
But the black.
I know he.
Seems to me he's just.
I wouldn't.
Can I help you?
No.
Oh, you say the.
Aye.
I know.
All right. I'll.
Your only begotten son took upon himself our...
Do you know how I?
You use.
I understand.
Do you know how I can get up?
You can't use...
I understand. Still no...
Not...
Oh well. I hope he...
You're...
Forever by their side.
Nobody likes snitches, nor brown noses neither.
Thank her.
Gee,
She...
again? She's a bloody nuisance.
She...
Jesus.
I'm...
There's... just...
Sure. About that horse...
Well?
Not yet.
Then what are you...
Did he seem off to you?
All them bookworms seem off to me. Although it's true, he was looking a bit... How can I put it? Absent?
I met him a few times while on watch at the tower. Almost every time I'm there, I see him climbing up there.
I suppose he likes to enjoy the view.
I could understand that. Only sometimes he don't notice me and starts muttering to himself and hunching in a peculiar way while he's at it. I wouldn't want to gossip, but it raised the hair on the back of my neck.
And he didn't notice you standing there?
No, but then I clear my throat and he straightens up, looks at me, mumbles something and turns and goes.
Like I say.
Welcome him to your heavenly kingdom. Take him to your bosom. He is a good Christian and a kind man. Amen.
Still no sign.
No.
But the blacks.
I know. I won't.
How can the?
And then.
How can?
And then he.
But the black.
I know. I will.
Oh well. I hope he.
Excuse me?
About that. Well, not yet.
Then
Do you know how I can get up to the chapel?
You can't. Only his lordship and his family go there. And of course, Father Nicodemus. Usually, that is. Only now, Captain Thomas is lying there. He's at death's door. God save him.
I understand.
Christ, pardon me.
Do you know how I...
You can't... You...
I under...
I said surrender!
What? I can hardly believe it.
What are you waiting for? Surrender immediately! That's quite enough!
Why did you do that?
Mercy!
Huh?
We know you...
Who's there?
I can't pay...
Chopping off his hands would be too good for him.
Wait a moment. I didn't...
don't...
The people today.
Take me...
Nah.
Take...
Yeah, alright.
God be with you.
Well, good day.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
It would be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside.
Oof, eh?
I suppose it's worse than it was, but you make the end of the world.
Lord Zenny's wedding like.
It was nice.
I've heard you've got a new addition to the family. Is it a boy or a girl?
A bear cub?
A bear cub.
Good day. Greetings to you, friend.
That can happen. My younger brother was as hairy as Esau when he was born, but the baby will grow out of it soon enough.
I hope so. But at the christening, it'll look like we brought a puppy to church.
Better than having your baby shit in the font. Trust me.
Lots of
I
guests.
speak from experience.
Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you.
Comparing the
She might
royalty,
take offense.
their majesties, to a stinking fish head. I don't want to hear any of that. Someone will overhear and you'll get in trouble.
I'm only a sweaty blacksmith. Who cares what I think?
Who knows? But someone might care why I was. What's it? No personal experience with.
Well,
Lord Zenny's wedding like.
It was nice. Good food and drink. It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you.
but for sure, Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
Whatever worries he has, if the fella treats folks like dirt, it ain't no wonder they get upset.
Clear off.
You've no
You're not
business
allowed
here.
here.
That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong.
That's that.
Ulrich knows that, so he sometimes invites me for a chat.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle.
Well, if you really don't have anything for me, I'll just idle around then.
That'd suit you, eh? None of that. Only, what to do with you? I've only got work in the forge.
So, I don't know. I suppose I'll go and see what I can find to do.
You can go down to the lower gate. Calder's building a gallows there. You can see if the fool is doing it properly.
All right. That sounds like something I can't do without.
You?
Well,
you can't. Then you... So, and there's a...
Well,
well...
all right.
How?
Well, it depends.
Usually 4, but once there was a 3-legged foal born in our village.
All right, all right. You're a fool, but maybe you're a handy one. So go and make...
But a horse has... one.
You'll find it. I've even...
All right.
And now I'm telling... And when... Lads!
Do you know how I can get up to the chapel?
You can't. Only his lordship and his family go there. And of course, Father Nicodemus. Usually, that is. Only now, Captain Thomas is lying there. He's at death's door. God save him.
I understand. What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
I know how to do it, but first I have to get tools for it.
All right, I'll wait here. Another while won't kill me.
Christ Jesus, who laid down his life for us, I thank you in the garden.
Still no sign of the blacksmith?
None at all.
But the blacksmith...
I know.
Seems to me he's just talking.
I wouldn't be surprised, the lazy wretch. But what can I do? I'm just a loudmouth cook, so I have to wait.
How can the blacksmith help you?
How do you think? He always... And then he...
How can the blacksmith help you?
How do you... And then he...
Oh well, I hope he turns up soon.
He ought to, the damn scoundrel.
Have you seen Erazine the scribe?
Thank her. She... No, you're right. She's an awful harpy. But I promise to help her.
So help her if you want. Just don't drag me into it.
She told me you always open it with some implement. I'll gladly do it if you tell me where to find one.
Jesus, why do you even talk to that woman?
I'm supposed to help out around here.
What of it? I already let you into the forge anyway. There's this small red pot on a shelf there with some lockpicks in it. But I don't suppose you know how to use one.
As it happens, I do.
I'd rather not ask where you learned. Although you just got out of jail though, eh? Just don't get up to any funny business with them.
Sure. Still no sign.
No.
How can the...
How... And then...
How can...
How... And then...
But the black...
I know it...
Yes.
I will...
How can the...
How do you... And then...
But the...
I know...
Yeah, see...
I will...
Oh well.
You're...
Your only begotten son took upon himself our wrongdoings and showed his departure from the
Mumbles something and turns and goes.
Like I say, bookworm is an odd lot.
What was Lord Zenning's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
I'm sorry.
What was Lord Zenning's wedding like?
And make sure there's a goose in sauce prepared. And that it's not too sweet like the...
Hans! Yes, I know.
Jesus!
Well,
That's not...
well,
Just don't...
Quick, quick! Sir Otto will be back any time, so make sure everything's in order. I don't want to see any icing here. No.
What was that? I heard it coming from here.
Well, that's
You're
a
not
tough
permitted
one.
to be here.
I wouldn't get my hopes
Surrender
up.
at once.
Christ almighty.
What are you waiting for? Surrender immediately.
I surrender!
I've got you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What secret?
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this? You're testing my patience.
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No. What?
They, well, at high noon, then all of it, that girl made a... Oh,
all right.
And don't forget to light the fire in...
Sir...
You! First...
Well, and... Of course...
Enough!
I know...
How?
One by...
And what?
You know...
But, now listen... Excuse me.
You're not permitted to be here.
Surrender at once!
The first bell.
We'll do this
Another
the hard
11
way,
to
then.
go.
You can't run from me, asshole! So here you are. Now I've got you.
I surrender. Beer. I'll
Enough.
that's what.
Felt like doing a bit of robbery, did you? Snooping around on other people's property like that? For now, you'll pay a fine.
Show your
And
stuff.
if we find out there's anything missing, we'll charge you with theft.
Punishment
Look,
by the blade.
can you keep a secret?
Favorite.
What are you talking about? What's secret?
I was looking for the latrines. I couldn't hold it any longer.
That's where you were looking. Are you shitting me?
No, but I almost shut myself.
Shut up. You're trying to trick me, but I'm not falling for it.
You deserve. Take me away.
Now, show me what you've got. Let's see if you have anything stolen on you.
Punishment by the blade. My favorite.
All right, then. I don't see anything else suspicious. You won't avoid punishment. Let's go.
Yielded. Now we'll display your corpse on the... They're not going to move on their own. Get to
Coffee
it.
with you.
Well, good day.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
Why wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside.
Leave it alone, would you? I suppose it's
What
worse
was
than
Lord Seni's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
I'm sorry.
Same to you.
What was Lord Seni's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
I wasn't talking about her, of course. The bride's always the prettiest.
I've been at weddings where that wasn't the case, unfortunately. But I heard it ended in a brawl.
Aye. Some idiots had a punch.
What more
It's
can
a
I
nice
say?
clear tradition.
My pa, rest his soul, Always said a fish stinks from the head down.
Are you mad?
Why?
You can talk like that in the tavern, but comparing the royalty, their majesties, to a stinking fish, I don't want to hear anything. Someone will overhear. That's another matter.
And why?
Have you ever set
What was
off?
Lord Zemming's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
He is. When he was little, he fit inside my hat. He was such a cute puppy. We'll miss him when he's gone.
You should get another puppy. Everyone needs something to cheer them up.
God be with you. Take care.
Take care. Best of luck.
What was Lord Zemming's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Running the castle is a piece of cake, but for sure Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
Whatever worries he has, if a fella treats folks like dirt, it ain't no wonder they get upset.
That's that.
Nothing escapes my eye, and Ulrich knows.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, if you really don't have anything for...
That'd suit you. Only...
So,
You can...
All right.
You...
Well...
You could have...
Aye.
Then you must say so far, and there's only... Well...
All right.
How... Smart book.
One.
You'll... And when... Lads!
Christ, pardon me. That damn wretch. That damn wretch. Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like a wind. Where is he now?
Do you know how I can...
You can't, usually.
I understand. What's the matter?
Because the lock... Our...
Can I help you?
No.
Oh.
That's...
Can I help you somehow?
No.
I know how...
All right.
Still no...
No.
But the black...
I know.
Now, see...
I would...
But how can...
How do you... And then...
But how can the blacksmith help you?
How do you think? He always takes this bit and then he promises...
Oh, well.
He al...
Have you seen Erezine the scribe?
Saw him, but I didn't speak with him.
Thank...
Jeez.
She... I'm...
There's... just...
Sure. Still no sign of the...
Not...
But how can the black...
How... And then...
But the black...
I know.
Seem...
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, well.
He ought to.
Thomas is a virtuous, faithful, and good Christian.
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my prayers? If it's arms you want, go to the kitchen.
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying. I need to get to your captain.
You know Thomas? Where from?
I ran into him when I was begging along the road, and he gave me a bit of food. I wanted to thank him.
Thomas helped folk a lot, it's true. But you won't be able to do that now. Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. It don't look good for him. Them bastards cut him up good, the poor fella. And if that wasn't enough, they stole his rosary too. Barbarians.
And the Maiden Tower, which one is that?
You in Trotsky for the first time, eh? It's that narrow, higher one on the eastern side. We call the second one the Crone. There's some legend about it, but to tell the truth, it never much interested me.
What exactly is wrong with...
He was badly... only...
I'll be going.
Thanks. Full God, your only begotten Son took upon himself
If
our
you're after
wrongdoings
some
and
leftovers,
showed us the power of
the
enduring
kitchen's
pain
up
and
top.
fortitude.
I don't
Look
think
down
there's much
upon our
there.
Captain Thomas, with
And
the
not a
Father's
step
love
further than the kitchen.
on all who suffer.
Still no...
No.
Oh, well.
He ought...
If anything goes missing there, I'll be after you.
Fuck, I haven't had a bite to eat since noon yesterday.
I suppose you're waiting...
Damn right, or at least a bit of gruel.
I can try and find something for you.
Haven't you got...
Not really.
Go on.
I'll think... I can see if...
Hey!
You might... Oh, I must have got mixed up. I'll be
Go, and if you meet the... You've no... If they left at least a crust of bread. Where do you think you're going? You've no...
Still hungry, are you?
No.
Oh, I must have got mixed up.
Well, go and get mixed up somewhere else, beggar.
I'll be going then.
Go. And if you meet...
Still hungry, are you?
No. Thanks. Well, at least I won't starve.
You're welcome. Enjoy it.
Thomas is a virtuous, faithful, and good Christian.
Still no sign of the blacks.
No.
Oh well.
Don't gobble everything, fella.
So I got what I needed, and we can get to it. Where's that chest?
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious, seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there. I was told to stay in the courtyard.
Never mind that. You're going with me and you're helping me. Come along.
Without anyone noticing. Exactly.
What a day. I burnt the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again, actually.
The first bell.
It ain't nothing but
Another 11 to go.
3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix it. But no, after all, I'm just a stupid who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones. Phoy!
Christ almighty. Pain.
Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's truth.
Quick! Sir Otto will be back any time, so make things in order. I don't want to see any idling here.
Farewell, my friend.
And don't forget to light the fire in the main hall. It's as cold there as a dungeon, and that doesn't do me any good. Oh. Oh, the pain. Oof, what did I do to deserve this? Oh! Christ almighty! Pain!
Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
Quick, quick! Sir Otto will be back any time, so make sure everything's in order. I don't want to see any idling here.
Hang on. Where's that ginger? Herr Deck.
Do you know how I can get...
Usual.
I understand.
See you later, my friend.
The maids get stuck into cleaning, so you don't show me up in front of his lordship.
Hans!
Henry!
I don't want... I know. Well, we've been...
That's not...
Can you...
Sneak into the
And smile. I don't want to see any sour face.
A brewery at noon, it's merry as a tap room. Merrily the boys all gather, singing in the back room.
Shut your beak. No one's interested in your squawking. Shut your beak. No one's interested in your squawking. Huh?
Yeah,
You're not
I'll be
meant to
right
be
on
here.
it. I just have to take care
Surrender,
of something
at
here
once.
first. What do you expect me to find there anyway?
What was Lord Selim's wedding like?
It was nice.
You want to try me?
Punishment by the blade. Mercy.
My
I surrender.
Felt like doing a bit of fun.
Look.
What are you...
Look, we're both...
Where are you going?
It's like... No. They... Well, at home... Then all of us... That girl... Oh.
All right.
Guards! Quickly!
I need a bandage, quick. That's better.
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Not yet.
Then what are you gaping at?
The second toll for Hans.
Aren't you supposed to be helping out? Don't gobble everything up, fella.